So you all can say that I'm a very random and spontaneous type of person because I'll just appear and disappear out of nowhere, and that's how this trip can be best summarized. Well, let me get back into that a little bit later, but talk more about this trip at first. Well, leaving the airport was quite simple. I mean, there's three choices you have. You can take the taxi, Uber, or the bus. The cost, it's very low cost just to take a taxi or Uber, so I just decided just to take an Uber. And the scenery is really nice getting out of the airport, as you can see. It was probably around like 5-6 p.m. because well, getting the luggage was quite fast. I just had to change some money and get a SIM card. And so, just got an Uber and checked into the hotel. And this is where I decided to go later in that night. And one of the first things you'll notice, and I felt big time, was it is extremely hot. This was probably the most hottest place I've ever been. I mean, I was just sweating the moment I got out. And this here is a really famous, kind of like a marketplace where there's a lot of restaurants. And I'll get back into that a little bit later. So the next day, after terrible sleep, I wanted to go to this mall. Well, not to do any shopping or anything, but just really kind of just mentally relax from the long flight and lack of sleep and the stress I got from the night before, because I was in a pretty bad mood. And so I just wanted to get, just walk around, get a feel for the local, how it is here, and just kind of clear my mind and just kind of mentally prepare what I wanted to do and see, because I only had 2 nights and 3 days here. So getting over here was quite simple and easy, but same as I said, it is extremely hot. And the first thing I was like really glad was the moment I got inside the shopping mall was the air condition, because first time in my life where I was like, man, I love air condition a lot. And so, well, I wanted to get some coffee and some caffeine, because I was kind of I was really tired, and just as I said, I just had terrible sleep. And just the first thing I saw the moment I got up the stairs was Starbucks. I mean, they're everywhere. So just as you saw on the Instagram, I went up here and just kind of relaxed, for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, kind of mentally prepared, like, okay, I'm gonna go here later and there later. After doing some walking around the mall, and just kind of seeing how it is, it's always interesting to see famous places that's all over the world, to see, if they have any unique items. And this was really cool to see a skating rink down at the bottom. There was only maybe like a couple of it seemed like they were like kids, and it's just really cool to be able to see something like that. And this is right in front of the mall. And my goodness, I was, after like 1 minute being outside, I was just sweating so much. I mean, all the sun cream was going in my eyes, so my eyes were starting to burn up. And my shirt's getting wet because of all the sweat. And I just wanted to come out and just take some pictures and record how the local traffic is, and take a look around. And this is the best part, because right where I was, this police car came, and I wasn't recording them. It just so happened that they stopped right in front of me, and so the guy thought I was recording him, and he kind of yelled at me to stop. But once I pointed to him, I wasn't doing that. We just gave each other a thumbs up and a smile. And I was actually short on time this day because I spent a little bit too much time there, and I wanted to come to this museum, so I had to hurry up and go there. So it was on my list of things I really wanted to see. And it was very calm and quiet. There was, at most, in this entire place, it was not crowded at all, and I was able to just walk around comfortably. And there's no admissions fee, but the only problem is, or I don't want to say problem, but the only issue I had with places like this is that they make you check in your bag. And if I knew that, I probably would have carried less, because having carrying like a water bottle or other necessities, it's kind of a hassle when you have to check it in, because I want to be able to carry it around. So this is probably the coolest thing I saw. The one I found the most interesting. It was really cool to see, different culture, and seeing how, a different part of the world's history, museum, and art stuff is. And that's the whole point of traveling. You know, you want to go out somewhere you've never been to and learn some stuff. You don't want to be in your same comfort zone or circle. You want to just see something new and experience new stuff. So that goes back to, let me briefly tell you why I was in a bad mood. Because the night before I was going to meet somebody I met for dinner, and it was kind of turned into like a date from hell kind of scenario. And so I pretty much just wasted half a night. I mean, if I didn't meet her, I probably would have been able to, you know, just enjoy myself, you know, just personally, been able to just, you know, take some good pictures or, you know, eat some really cool foods. But here I am, just that night was just such in a bad mood, just hoping, trying to get out of there. But yeah, that's what happened. And this is the kind of like the middle area of the museum, and it's really a good view. If you can get a table by the windows, oh, you're gonna enjoy it. You know, just get there, relax, and, you know, read a book or drink a coffee or eat some cake. And I had the carrot cake, and it was really delicious, really rich and creamy. And after this, oh, this is the funny part. I mean, I can only imagine if someone actually dresses like that in a place like this, but I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, this whole place is really scenery. And on this, I believe it's on the second or third floor, you can actually go outside into this outside area and be able to take some really good pictures if you're into that stuff, and, you know, to get some good sunset views. And that's what you're seeing right now. It's like, I was just like, wow, I didn't expect it. But so spent a little bit time extra here, and, you know, just took a look around and just try to, you know, just absorb as much local culture as I could. And right in front of the museum, there's this area where I guess you know, people are just doing sports, exercising, and walking around, you know, playing football. And I actually enjoyed my time here. Probably, you know, I really enjoyed it here because I was able to just walk peacefully, comfortably, and have no pressure to do anything other than just, you know, relax and enjoy myself. And there was a lot of boats here, and a lot of people, a lot of these guys were trying to get me to buy rides, but, you know, I didn't. But anyways, right here, I was really annoyed because it took forever for the red light. It actually didn't turn green, so what happened was me and that, if you guys can see right next to the red light across from me, that guy on the bicycle, we just went once it was safe to cross. So yeah, that was pretty stressful. So after this, went back to, here I am going back to the hotel. This is like 7 or 8 p.m. And, you know, if you guys are wondering why you don't see any food stuff for me eating, it's because I only ate 2 real meals here. And in between that, all I ate was like coffee and cake. And I was really stressed because of that first night. And here is the day after, on my way back to the airport. And so overall, in the 2 nights, 3 days I had here, I found it more interesting. I mean, it was short, so I really want to go back and learn more. But this is definitely a place that I want to go back, and I recommend any of you guys to check it out. If you guys have any questions, like always, just feel free to ask. And later on, I'll be getting to other videos I haven't posted. So see you soon. Bye.